Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. The man has power in his dealings with women. You have power. Now, anybody who's read my book, Nice Guys and Players, I talk about women choosing the men. I talk about that. It's like that's something like real players, pimps know all of that. Ultimately, they have to make a choice. But you know what's interesting? I've seen some reviews of that statement, of that posture, that chapter, and they'll say, "Hey, it's giving all the power to women and everything." No, it doesn't. Because the part of it is women may choose, but you have the power to choose them back. You have the power to deal with them at all. They can choose you, they can send you choosing signals, they can make a choice when you approach them. But remember, you approached them. You made the choice to approach them. If they sending you choosing signals, you making the choice to act on it. You making a choice. It's a two-way street. They don't have control. See, that was a mistake many men made. And I thought about that for years. It was like, well, how come they still have to choose her back? I mean, I talked about that in my small booklet, Meeting Attractive Women and stuff. I say, yeah, they choose, and this is how they choose, but you got the power. You got the power to choose them back. Like, say they give you choosing signals, right? They obviously interested. They even might approach you on some indirect stuff. You got a choice whether or not you want to talk to them. You ain't forced to. See, that was a mistake many men made. And, they thought, oh, well, you forced to just deal with it. Well, that unattractive, unshapely woman's choosing and stuff. Oh, woe is me and all that. It's like, if it's not what you like. Because remember, it's a two-way street. Neither party has ultimate control. Even yesterday when I talked about the money man exercising control, the woman can decide she don't want to deal with him. She could say, whatever, your money don't mean anything. Indeed, with many women, a man's money don't mean anything with many women. And I've always talked about that, but that's something else. Let's talk about the men. Because the problem I was seeing, these guys had a victim mentality. They thought they had to just deal with a certain type because that's what was chosen. Even with the tribe thing. When I talk about the tribe, because I've talked about the tribe and many men, and this is over the years. Because, I've been saying the same thing for like over 20 years. They think they have to deal with their woman. Say, well, hold up. Okay, if there's ultimately, definitely pay attention to them, but if it's ultimately you don't like them, then you need to change something within yourself to get a better tribe. See, that's one of the things I don't talk about as much. There's going to be certain women that like you, but the only thing they got in common is you. If you don't like what you're getting, then you can change yourself. Body game, work on your personality, work on your social class and everything. But remember, that power is within you. You. See, a woman don't have any control. She can try to exercise some control and she can do whatever. In fact, you do get some women, they'll try to guilt you into dealing with them. We see plenty of examples of that. Along racial lines, economic lines, whatever. They'll try to guilt a man and say, well, you should want me. You say, no, I don't. Well, you're this, this, and this. Okay, why you want me then if I'm such a bad person? See, you got it. See, one of the things out here is a man, he got to understand his power, and he has the power of choice. I don't care. It's not just even with women. If he don't like that job he's on, he got a choice to get something else. If he don't like his whole lifestyle, he ain't forced to be there. Nobody's holding a gun to him. Only time he's forced to be there is if he's in prison. But then he made the choice to take the actions that even got him in prison. He made the choice. He made the choice one way or the other and stuff. Or he put himself in a position. He chose to be there. So I'm gonna tell you what, the most powerful thing anyone has is the power of choice. And regardless of how you worship God, or if you worship God at all, which is your choice, even God doesn't change your choice. We wouldn't have what people consider evil in this world if God or a la Great Pumpkin, whatever term you want to use, said, well, I'm gonna take over, I'm gonna exercise control over you. Even there, what you want to do is a choice. That's your power. You got the power. Like a woman might say, like, say, even if you dealing with a woman and she say, well, you know, you can't have any sex for 3 months, 90 days. Or you got to take me out to all of these restaurants and stuff before I even give you a kiss. And some guys will just do it, complain because she's so attractive. It's like, you ain't that fun. And you know, you look at them. In fact, I remember, and I'm going to shout out a public name, Michael Baisden. Michael Baisden, a lot of people know about him because he did something I thought was hilarious. I was at, this was before he got big, when back in the 90s, he was just getting started. And he was doing like a little seminar at this bookstore, PG County, Caribou Bookstore. And, you know, had the chairs out. This before he got big, it was free. He wasn't charging money. And he did something there. I was like, I will tell you about that in a second. But there was a young lady there, right? And she said, well, she wouldn't have sex with a man for a year. And Michael Baisden looked at her and said, damn, you were fine too. We wouldn't go out. She started crying. But because he wasn't going to put up with that. You get some guys waiting and say, well, she making me wait. She ain't making you do shit. You decided on it. Oh, and that real quick thing, I got called Mike out on this. We talked and stuff too. And stuff. In fact, Michael actually had some earlier versions of Nice Guys and Players. He got my work. He know who I am. Or he know who I am. He might have forgotten by now, whatever. But, because I handed it to him. I handed him the first versions of my book. So anyway, though, I remember he was asking me, it was like, well, how many women you had? And at the time, Rob wasn't trying to like put it out there like that. It wouldn't bother me now, but at the time, I was like, no, I'm just chill. He's like, you just a politician. Yeah, so I was like, damn, this dude putting me on the spot because 3 women that were there, I was hollering at. I was like, hold up, dude. Why you gonna do that? It's all good though. Yeah, I was a politician. A sexual politician. That's a whole other conversation. But anyway, though, you know, you got the choice, though, what you want to do. Even then, okay, I said I was hollering at 3 women who were there but didn't know about each other. That was a choice to do that. I could have made the choice to say, hey, yeah, I got several. I made the choice. You know, you got a choice how you want to deal in relationships. You could say, look, I want me a team. I want me a roster. Or you can make the choice you want to deal with one. It's always a choice. Always how you want to interact with women. And that's where your power is. That's when your power is. If you had you know, people know I talk about Mr. Goodbar. Mr. Goodbar, he's at the top of the pyramid. He's at the top of the sexual pyramid. He deals with women on his own terms. In fact, he dismisses women when he gets tired of them, like she's the maid. He's like, I'm tired of her, bye. In most cases, you get some cases where the woman might roll out. But whatever the case, even then, he might be like, oh, she gone. Oh, shit, that made it easier and stuff. She can't get mad at me. In fact, I've known some guys on that level, they will purposely piss off the woman so she'll think she the one rolling. And let me give y'all some slick game for once. That woman ain't gonna try to come after you because she thinks she got the power. And all you have to do, like, okay, yeah. And really, you want her to leave. And that was some old game. I actually learned from a woman and stuff. You know, do some stuff to them that they think they got the satisfaction of rolling and stuff. Every now and then I'll give y'all some slick game, but you know, I don't usually teach that. I don't teach that. Like I said, Ron wasn't, you know, Mr. Good Guy always. You know, kind of like Machiavellian. But anyway, right? Anyway, you got power. You got power. You got a choice. You don't have to deal. If that woman is a knucklehead, if she's a liability to her, why are you still dealing with her? You got the choice. It's better. Hey, it's better you be in monk mode for 6 months than deal with some woman who's giving you some hell and pulling you down. You have a choice. Shoot, even going into monk mode, that's still your choice. You know, some guys say they involuntary, like celibate and incels or something. You making that choice. Because if you really pay attention, really have a certain mindset, you realize there's a ton of women. There's a ton of women. You know, they might not be that super hot one you want, but ultimately, if you want sex out here, you can get it. You making a choice. You making a choice if you're going to put yourself out there to even get women. Because I talk to a lot of guys and they say, oh, the women don't like me. How often you go out? How many have you approached? How often have you gone to the club? How many women you say hi to a day? You made the choice whether or not to do that. Nobody forced you. Like, and no, I'm going to call out those guys call themselves true forced loneliness. Those women didn't force anything on you. Yeah, get mad. Hey, if you make some videos about me and shit, nobody forced anything. You made the choice. You made the choice. Did they hold a gun to you? Seriously, they hold a gun to you? No. You made the choice. That's where your power is. Once you realize your power, you can do what you please. I want y'all to really think about what I'm saying, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. Get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.